Hello and welcome to Road TRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today's episode is number 985. The category we're in is the Final 50 Trivia Challenge. This is part 16. Today's questions have been sent in by Clay. It's a 21-question trivia quiz with 20 questions up front and a question 21 tiebreaker at the very end of this video if you need to stick around for that. These questions are from several different categories, so good luck. Question number 1. What is the name of the villainous, real-life 19th century woman from New Orleans, Louisiana, who was played by Kathy Bates in Ryan Murphy's third season of American Horror Story, Coven? Because of her multiple marriages, she had multiple names, but her most common was either Madame Black or Madame LaLaurie. Question number 2. What is the term for the surface boundary between the Earth's crust and the mantle, lying at a depth of about 6 to 7 miles under the ocean bed and about 24 to 30 miles under the continents? That boundary is called the Mohorovičić discontinuity, or the MOHO for short. Question number 3. What is the name of the ancient supercontinent created in the late Neoproterozoic era around 550 million years ago that, along with the northern supercontinent Laurasia, eventually formed after Pangaea began to break apart? After Pangaea, there were two supercontinents, Laurasia and Gondwana. Question number 4. It is in her home that Melanie and Scarlett were living when Sherman burned Atlanta. What is the name of the character in Gone with the Wind who cried out, "Uncle Peter, my smelling salts"? The answer is Aunt Pittypat. Question 5 is another Gone with the Wind question. The Wilkes Plantation 12 Oaks was actually cobbled together from several famous plantation homes. What is the name of the famous River Road plantation in Louisiana that was used for the drive to the house? Famous for its live oaks, it's called Oak Alley. Question number 6. Which adventure film about rival fishermen in Alaska and starring Henry Fonda was the first Special Achievement Award for special effects given at the Academy Award ceremony in 1938? The first film to win that award was called Spawn of the North. Question number 7. What Stephen Sondheim musical, which premiered at the Winter Garden Theater in 1971 and has had several revivals in the years since, including a production in 2011, is famously set in a crumbling Broadway theater set for demolition? That musical is called Follies. Question number 8. Who was the modern Japanese author, originally named Kimitake Hiraoka, who wrote The Sound of Waves and Confessions of a Mask and the play Madame de Sade, who committed seppuku in 1970? The answer is Yukio Mishima. Question number 9. Caligula was assassinated in 41 AD, and Claudius was made emperor by the Praetorian Guard almost immediately thereafter. What is the familial relationship of the Roman Emperor Claudius to the third Emperor Caligula? The answer is Claudius was Caligula's uncle. Question number 10. Early Christians took this February holiday and gave it a Christian martyr. It was also called Februa, meaning purifications or purgings, from which we get the name for the month of February. What Roman festival eventually morphed into St. Valentine's Day? The answer is Lupercalia. Question number 11. Published in 1864, from what volcano do the intrepid explorers from Jules Verne's science fiction novel Journey to the Center of the Earth emerge at the end of the book? They emerge from a volcano called Stromboli. Question number 12. He slew a Philistine with just a rock and then became the third king of Israel and Judah. What was the name of the young harp-playing Old Testament hero who fired the slingshot heard round the world? The Philistine he slew was Goliath. His name was David. Question number 13. His mother died 12 days after giving birth to the next King of England. Henry's son was raised to become king once his father died in 1547. What was the name and number of King Henry VIII's son by Jane Seymour? The answer is Edward VI. Question 14. What 1938 novel, written by Daphne du Maurier, and the subsequent 1940 movie, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, begins with the line, "Last night I dreamt I went to Manderley again," spoken by the heroine of the story? The title of the novel and the movie was Rebecca. Question 15 is a follow-up question. Daphne du Maurier wrote another novel and a short story that both subsequently became Hitchcock movies. What were the titles of the novel that was published in 1936 with the movie starring Charles Laughton, and the short story that was published in 1952 and starred Rod Taylor in the 1963 movie? The answer is Jamaica Inn and the Birds. Question number 16. What is the chemical symbol for potassium, which is based on its Latin name, further derived from Arabic for plant ashes? Hint, it may not be what you think. You would have to know Latin or Arabic to get this letter. The symbol is K. Question 17. It contained the hits Everybody, Lucky Star, Holiday, and Borderline. What was the name of Madonna's first studio album recorded at Sigma Sound Studios and released by Sire Records in 1983? Kind of a tricky question because Madonna's first album was self-titled, so just Madonna. Question number 18. Her final film was Mary Poppins, in which she played the Bird Woman. What actress also appeared in 1940's The Grapes of Wrath, for which she won an Oscar, and in 1939's Gone with the Wind? Her name is Jane Darwell. Question number 19. Who designed the World Trade Center Memorial located at the site of the former World Trade Center complex that honors the 2,977 victims who died in the 9/11 attack, and which occupies approximately half of the 16-acre site? From the Handel Architects firm, the answer is Michael Arid and Peter Walker. Question 20. What famous and famously expensive university, established in 1831 by a number of prominent New Yorkers, is located in the blocks around New York City's Washington Square Park in Greenwich Village? If you don't know, but you just guessed New York University, you would be correct. All right, that is it for today. Thank you, Clay, for sending in 21 excellent questions. Thank you, everyone else, for watching. Remember, we're working our way towards episode number 1,000. 1,000 will be the last of the final 50 trivia quizzes. Episode 1001 will be the live episode. During the live episode, we're going to be playing trivia. We're going to have an Ask Me Anything where you can ask me any questions about the channel or me personally. Anything that you want. If you have questions about some of the questions that I've asked, now's the time to do them. If you want to yell at me for the way that I do this channel, now's the time to do it. We'll also be giving away $500 cash to one of the people who submitted quizzes for the Final 50 challenge. So we'll have that going on. It's going to go as long as is necessary, so it might be 15-20 minutes and it might be over an hour. Depends on how active everybody is and whether there's a lot of viewers. If it's just a live episode, if no one's watching, I can end it early and you can just rewatch it whenever you get the time. So we'll see how it goes. It'll be our first live episode. Should be pretty interesting. Question 21. She was burned at the stake in May of 1431. She was canonized in 1920. What was the name of the saint born in 1412 who was also known as La Pucelle or the Maid of Orleans? That one should have been pretty easy, a good one to end on. The answer to the tiebreaker is Joan of Arc. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.